Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be looking at all the prices for the pre-order products we saw in yesterday's video. If you haven't seen that Warhammer pre-order preview video already, then I go through all the products that are going to be available to pre-order this coming Saturday, but in this video we're going to focus on the prices. I'll go through confirmed prices for the UK and the EU, and then use previous prices to guesstimate what we'll be looking at for the other countries that you can see here on the slide. The first product we've got to look at is the Lion and his Retinue. I thought it would be fun for you to guess how much you think this is going to be before we have a look at the price. So down in the comments, maybe pause the video, add your guess, and we'll see who can get the closest to it. Because I thought this was going to be pretty expensive. I mean, it is quite a lot, to be fair anyway. But I thought they might have tried to sneak the price up a little bit more. Because in this set, you are going to get the model Lionel Johnson himself, the new version, and then you're also going to get the Blade Guard veterans, and on top of that, 2 prints that will be depicting key arts from Arcs of Omen, the Lion, and as well as that, one final thing, a Dark Angels transfer sheet. Okay, hopefully you've added your guess in the comments down below. Now let's move on and have a look at the prices. Here we go then. In the UK, the price is confirmed at £65. EU, €85. The US, $110. In Australia, $170. In New Zealand, $200. Canada, $130. And then in Japan, 14.1 thousand yen. So what do you think? Is that close to what you thought it was going to be? Or is it less or more? Let me know down below. I'm not sure about this. I thought it was going to be a little bit higher. I thought maybe 75, even 85 for this. But it's a bit sneaky putting in these extra models and the sheets to drive that price up a little bit higher, because a lot of people are going to be keen to get this model, I think, and the only way to get it is in this bundle, unless of course you wait until it's released separately on its own. And when it does come out, what do you think? Around £35 maybe when it's released separately, maybe even a little bit less at 30. We'll have to wait and see, but for now the only way to get it is in this bundle, and those are the prices you're going to be paying. Next up, we've got the Arcs of Omen, the Lion. This is the final book now in the Arcs of Omen saga, and this is going to give you all the new rules for boarding actions, giving you some missions, and on top of that, you're going to get extra faction rules for Leagues of Votann, Thousand Sons, Imperial Agents, and Adeptus Custodes. Price-wise, this is going to be £35 in the UK and €45. In the US, you'll be paying $60, Australia around $92, New Zealand around $107, Canada $70, and Japan 7.6 thousand yen. There's 2 books available. These prices will be for the standard edition, but if you want the limited edition, the more fancy cover and things like that, it's going to be a little bit more, usually up towards the £55 mark, which I think after seeing one of these books and comparing the difference between the premium limited edition and standard, I think it's quite a lot of money for what you get. I would personally just go with the cheaper option, but you might like the fancy bits, so to speak. But there we go, you've got 2 options, but we know the price for the standard is going to be $35 and $45. Yesterday's pre-order preview was packed with characters, and one of those was the Supreme Grandmaster Azrael for the Blood Angels. This is going to be £27.50, €35, $45 in Australia 70, New Zealand 83, Canada 55, and Japan 5.9 thousand yen. A surprise release for Commander Dante on his own at £27.50 and €35. The US $45, Australia 70, New Zealand 83, Canada 55, and Japan 5.9 thousand yen. I think a few of us thought there might be more of a fuss made about the release of this model, but when it was leaked, or maybe intentionally leaked, or who can say, I think that kind of spoilt it a little bit, but it's available to pre-order this coming Saturday. Next up, we've got Vashtor, and I thought this would be a little bit cheaper. I was surprised this is going so high at £60 in the EU. It's going to be €80, US $100, Australia $160, New Zealand $190, Canada $120, and Japan 12.1 thousand yen. So a bit more than I thought this one. Then we've got the Dice Arcs of Omen Sanguinary Guard dice, a pack of 15 dice, not 20 for these anymore, 15 dice. £22, EU €29, US $35, Australia $55, New Zealand $65, Canada $41.5 and Japan 4.7 thousand yen. Personally, I think all these dice are way overpriced at the moment for the quality you get. I wouldn't mind paying it if the quality's high. I always say it every week, but in Australia, that's a terrible conversion. Australian dollars, when you convert that to pounds, that's not good at all. That's so much money for these. But you might like them, and if you do, that's how much they're going to be. Next up, we've got the Boarding Patrol for the Leagues of Votann, and this is £85. Pretty pleased I got this guess bang on. Had to be really for the units that are included. I think it's 4 units altogether with quite a high value. If you'd like to see that in detail, I have done a video breaking down both this Boarding Patrol and the one you'll see after this, the Agents of the Imperium. Both of these are going to be priced at the same. That's £85 in the UK and €110. And here we've got the Agents of the Imperium, so you can see again, UK 85, Euros 110, US 140, Australia 205, New Zealand 245, Canada 170, Japan 19,000 yen. Again, this one comes with 4 units. You've got the Assassin, the 2 sets of the Imperial Navy breaches and the 1 box of Star Striders. So you're getting quite a lot in here. And again, if you like 40k and Kill Team, a great box set. I think you'll get a lot of use and a lot of value out of this one. If you want a beast of a tank for your Horus Heresy, you can't look much further than the Cerberus Heavy Tank Destroyer at £70, €90, 110 US dollars. In Australia 180, New Zealand 215, Canada 140 and Japan 15.8 thousand yen. Then you've got his younger brother, the Sikaran Venator Tank Hunter. This one will be £50, 65 euros, 80 US dollars, Australia 95, New Zealand 115, Canada 100 and Japan 9,000 yen. Yesterday saw a load of models for the Drukhari which are going to be made to order. You need to get these ordered between 15th of April and 24th of April, and then it could take up to 180 days for these to arrive. If you're looking for the prices on these, they'll be available on the Games Workshop website this Saturday from 10:30 onwards. Then we got these 2 weirdos, Cindy Pie Whistle and Puggy Bacon Breath, which will be available from Forge World. These are going to be resin. It's a twin pack, so they're going to come together. And again, the price will be available from Forge World on Saturday morning. All the prices in today's video will be the prices you pay if you order directly from Games Workshop. That's the full price. But I'll put some links down below to Element and Wayland Games where you can save up to 20% on all your hobby products, not just Warhammer. You'll make a great save in there. Order enough, you'll even get free postage. And you'll be supporting me here on the channel as I get a small commission from every sale made. And thanks to the Little Shop DVD and Games, my friendly local game store in Cornwall, they offer some great discounts too and can post nationwide. There's a link down below. And thanks to Master of Miniatures for supporting the channel this month. They make some fantastic miniatures, really support the artists that work with them. I think they're just brilliant, so I can't recommend them highly enough. But I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you a good idea about how much everything's going to cost now when it comes around to pre-ordering this coming Saturday. And if you did like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Game. A massive thank you to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these videos. I can't do it without you. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel too, get some great perks while you're at it, there's a link down below. It'll be brilliant to see you there.